Hey everybody, welcome back to Bruce's Bees. I'm out here at Lake Patti Sue. These bees on pallets, they've been on cotton. There's still probably hundreds of acres of cotton blooming all over there. We've got plenty of rain, plus some of that cotton's irrigated, so I know they're getting plenty of food. I haven't been in these bees in several weeks, at least 3 or 4 weeks, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna find. I anticipate finding hopefully much stronger hives, but I am concerned that they might be getting honey bound. Sold some honey to a friend of mine, Marcus, here locally, and he said, so where are you going? Are you going to Lake Patti Sue or Slocum? And so I was coming out here. I'd like to give Marcus a shout out. Thanks for watching the channel. And thanks everyone else who watches the channel throughout the world. Hey, if you like what you see, if you'd hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell, I would appreciate it. Let's get in these bees and see what we got out here. Okay, let's break into a couple of these. I really don't know what to expect. When I moved these bees here from the watermelons, some of them were decently strong, but none of them looked just really good. This one is a deep and 2 mediums, and I'm curious to see. Now, these blue boxes like this, I put foundation on these hives back when they were on the watermelons in anticipation that there might be a flow coming in from the tallow down there. Most of them didn't do much with the blue boxes, so we'll see what they've done up to this point here on cotton. But now there's some bees in here for sure. Let's see if they've put anything on it. Oops, I just, of course, put my hand right on a bee right there. Poor little bee. She stung me. My guess is, and I don't know for sure, this is probably still foundation when I put these hives out here. Look at what they're doing there. They're drawing them out, putting honey in there. Now, I don't know much about cotton honey, but I've heard it tastes really good. I've heard it crystallizes pretty quickly. For those of you who have experience having bees on cotton, maybe you can fill me in on that a little bit. I had some last year on some cotton out here, but this year I've got more out here, so we'll see. Let me just taste this honey right here real quick. It's almost a clear honey. That is really tasty honey. So one of my thoughts is if these hives are getting honey bound, if there's a lot of honey in them, what should I do? I've heard the honey crystallizes very quickly, so I'm a little hesitant to harvest it and sell it if it's going to crystallize quickly, but just let me know what you think about that idea. Ooh, look at the bees. They are doing awesome. Okay, right here I'm seeing some brood. We're seeing some nectar creep in over here. I don't know what her laying pattern was when we set these bees down here a few weeks back. But look at that now, look at that brood pattern. A little spotty, but she's filling this thing up. We're gonna have a nice hive here. That stung again. I might have to actually put some gloves on. Seeing a lot of honey in here. There's quite a bit of brood though too. Wow, and we have some queen cells. No eggs in them though, or developing larvae. Look at that. Wow. So one thing I've heard is that it is, and last year it proved true as well, but get your bees on cotton, particularly irrigated cotton, and they will do well. And it's rained quite a bit here, so the irrigated part probably isn't even that big of a deal this year. But these bees are definitely, they are bouncing back in a major way. If the brood box is not honey bound, I think we're in pretty good shape. Let's see what we got down here in this bottom box. Looks like they still got some room to work here. So they still got to draw this out. Oh yeah, they got some room to do some things. This next frame over is drawn out, but it doesn't have much going on. We got some brood on this frame. Yeah, we got larvae, and some brood. Yeah, this hive's doing well. My goal is to really build these things up, get some good strong winter bees in here. I've just decided I will probably do some mite checks on these hives. You know, I've been doing that a little bit lately if you've watched my most recent videos. I'm probably just gonna treat them all for mites. Ooh, that joker got me and it hurts. I'm impressed with this first hive we're peeking in here for sure. Oh, God. That joker got me right there on the thumb, and man, it hurts. It's almost like my thumb is numb. It really is. Yeah, they've stung me about 4 or 5 times already. These bees have had about enough of me, so I'm gonna move these frames, this one and the one I took out first, kind of more towards the middle, maybe they'll draw them out. Got to give them some work to do. Very impressed and happy with this hive. This is a hive I made a split on back in June, just into a medium box. It hasn't been super strong, but it had survived, and there are still bees going in and out, so I really don't know what to expect. Not super impressive, but there are still bees in there. Medium frames. Queen is laying some eggs, got some brood in there. It's pretty spotty. There's the queen right there. I'm actually gonna get a marker and mark her real quick. You may not be able to see this very well. I'm really careful when I mark the queens, but what I do is gently press down on them. You probably can't see this. Paint her a little bit. There she is. The reason I know that she's a 2020 queen is because on the top of the box it said Santa Fe Queen. And so I know she's new. And she's a healthy looking queen. You got these little queen cups, but don't see any eggs in them. And the bees just do that sometimes. I know some people get concerned about that, especially new beekeepers, but that's just something the bees do. That one's drawn out some, putting some brood in there already. See, I put a frame over here that had some drawn comb on it. They're putting a little nectar in there, but they're just not filling it up. They might just be kind of catching their stride right now. They were pretty weak when we brought them out here, so, but see, that's a good number of bees. They're doing pretty good. The red tape on this one means that I thought they were probably just too weak and probably gonna die out. I hear bees in there though. I hear the bees over here in this corner, a few. Very spotty brood. Minimal larvae. They're just barely surviving. Survivor bees, but not thriver bees. Let's just call them that. They must have a queen in here because there are some eggs and brood. It's just getting late enough in the year. I just don't know that it's even worth keeping bees like this around. My buddy Rusty over at Herding Bees with Rusty and Mike has several nukes that he'd like to sell. So what I'm gonna do is buy some of those nukes from him for a good price. He's offered me a good price on them. So what I'll probably do is do some sort of a combine between his nuke and these hives like this, and just get nice strong colonies going. There's no excuse with the cotton around here and everything. The conditions are so good right now out here. There really is no excuse for a hive to be this weak. It's just inexcusable. This hive could very well have historically been the strongest hive out here. This top box is pretty much, I could harvest this box right now with honey. I may have to pull some honey. Look at that. We got a deep and 3 mediums right here. And those jokers are doing great. Next box down, outside 2 frames, got nothing in them pretty much, but the rest of it looks like it's full of honey. Drawing that one out. Honey, nectar, honey. This is the second medium up from the bottom. Look at that, brood. Crazy, crazy strong. Looking down in there, I see brood on the next box down too. I'm actually gonna move these frames that are not drawn out very well more into the middle. This hive is broken down here. It is so strong. We got brood all through this box here, probably the middle 3 to 4 frames. Brood all down in there. Top box basically full of honey. So they're doing great. Well, it's been raining. Been sitting in my truck. I got through about, I think like 18 or 20 hives, give or take. And it started raining, but now the rain has stopped. So I'm gonna see if I can get some more done. South Alabama, summertime, you never know what you're gonna get. Well, as you can see behind me, I'm in a race against time. Looks like we got some rain coming. Some of the hives are extremely strong, some are weak, some are mediocre, as it seems to be the case usually. Overall, I think they're doing a little bit better. But I don't know if you can tell, but across the field over there, the rain's coming. I better get in the truck. I think I'm about to get pounded here. Well, it rained for quite a while. As you can see, it's cleared up some. Look how pretty that is over there. So I've got about 8 or 10 hives to go through here still. I'm just gonna finish that up and get out of here. Well, the rain came through and made it interesting. It rained for quite a while, but finally cleared up enough so we get through the rest of them. So I think I have 8, something like that. 7 or 8 hives out here that have a red piece of tape on them. I'm gonna basically combine those with the new nuke. And then I got some others that are pretty weak, several that are very strong and some that are kind of average. For some reason, that's how my bee yards seem to be all the time. But overall, they've improved, I think, from when I put them out here. But they all seem to have enough space. Queens are laying. They are putting in the cotton honey. It has been good for them. And they're progressing, and hopefully I can keep them growing and get them ready for winter so we can have strong bees coming out of winter in the next spring. So I appreciate you watching. It's been kind of a crazy day. It started off hot, kind of humid and hot, went through those first few hives. Then it rained on me. I took a break, went through some more hives. Then it rained really hard for a while, and then it cleared up enough to get out here and finish this up. Thanks for watching Bruce's Bees. Subscribe if you like what you see. Hit the thumbs up button and hit that bell for future videos from me. I'm out of here. On to the next video.